I'm a conservative through and through, and I'm here to tell you the hard truth nobody on our side wants to hear. There is no red wave coming in November. I fear we're staring down a blowout, and I'm not sure we have time to avoid it. Democrats could take the House back, and yeah, they might even flip the Senate. I know that's going to sting for a lot of my Republican friends, but I'm not here to score points. I'm here because I'm genuinely worried we're about to lose an election we should be winning. And it's not because of just one thing, it's because of a compilation of many things. Look, when voters go to the polls, one of the things they do is check their wallets. James Carville's wrong about a lot, but he was right about one thing. It's the economy, stupid. And right now, the economy just doesn't feel as strong as the numbers say it is. And perception is what decides elections. There's a lot I can tell you is good right now. I can give you a laundry list of things going in the right direction economically. None of that matters if the voters at large don't feel it. Gas prices are climbing toward $5 a gallon. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not blaming the president or even Congress for this. Higher prices for gas are the necessary price of keeping Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. And that threat is far more dangerous long term than what we're paying at the pump. But here's the thing I can't sugarcoat. Again, people vote with their wallets. They feel it every time they fill up. And no amount of necessary evil talk changes that sting when they're staring at the receipt. And let's face it, regardless of what my opinion is, or perhaps even yours, it's not a popular war. So even if the ends legitimately justify the means, it's a really hard sell. In an argument for the greater good, it works. When you're trying to win a voter, it doesn't. Then there's inflation riding right behind it. Just like gas prices, I'm not pinning this directly on Congress. The president has been fighting it, but there were concrete steps Congress could have taken to help him more. Targeted spending cuts, energy policy moves, regulatory relief. But those things didn't happen. Last month, inflation ticked back over 3%, partly thanks to those gas prices. A year ago, I was paying $1.94 a pound for pork steaks at Walmart. Now it's $3.97. Groceries, rent, everything else is still outpacing paychecks for most families. Since COVID, through Biden's years, and now this slower grind, people are just plain fatigued. They feel like their backs are against the wall, even if the overall economy isn't in the tank. Again, it's about the way the voter feels, regardless of what the numbers actually say. Even for myself, even if I know the reason and the truth behind it, I can at least relate to why someone might feel differently. I'm not saying any of this because I secretly want Democrats to win. I'm saying it because we are flat out of time to pretend everything is fine, at least in terms of the election. I think the Republicans missed the mark, and I think it happened partly because, and again, I might ruffle some feathers, the Republicans have all but ignored not just the base, but the independent voters. The brutal reality is this. People could have overlooked higher gas, could have lived with 3% inflation, could have shrugged off a lot of other headaches if Republicans had actually done the job they were sent to Washington to do. Now those things are acting like final nails hammered into the coffin. It makes the voter literally throw his arms up. We were handed a clear mandate in 2024. Trump laid it out. The American people said loud and clear, cut the waste, deliver results, and make the big changes permanent. Instead, the Doge findings turned into yesterday's news. Not a single major recommendation got codified into law. $0 of real waste, fraud, and abuse were actually clawed back. Trump's agenda? Almost none of it is locked in as statute. Most of it's still riding on executive orders and Sharpies. And we all know what happens the next time the other side takes the White House. One stroke of the pen, and it's gone. The Save America Act? Dead in the water. Over 80% of Americans wanted it. Leadership wouldn't even kill the filibuster to get it passed. They just let the whole thing collapse. That ticking time bomb is still hanging over the party as well. I'm mad as hell about this. And I'm not going to lie to you. Again, we should have been winning and winning handily. It's hard to see the silver lining when opportunity after opportunity keeps getting left on the table. I don't want to see Hakeem Jeffries in the speaker's chair. I don't want Chuck Schumer running the show. But right now, I can't look you in the eye and tell you Mike Johnson or John Thune have made the case why voters should keep them there instead. We missed the boat on so many things we actually control. Gas prices and inflation, they're harder to legislate. The thing is, by and large, voters aren't stupid. They're not sitting around right now worrying about, what if the Democrats get power again? They're looking at what's happening now. The prices they pay, the results they don't see, the promises that never became law. Sales is a profession that sits on my resume, and I was damn good at it. You can't close a deal if you haven't earned the trust. Right now, we haven't earned the win. We can't coast on, we're not the Democrats. That's not how you score points. That's not how you keep the House, the Senate, or the momentum we fought so hard to build in 2024. So here's my question to you, because I don't have all the answers. How do we actually close this deal? Tell me in the comments, what am I missing? Is winning just because we're not them really enough? I mean, I'm frustrated because a red wave should have been the only logical outcome. All the cards were on our table. We won the swing vote, the college vote, the black vote. We won practically every voter block there is to win. And what did we gain by it? It almost feels like we're right back to where we started, facing the same issues we faced before. We thought we'd have made much more progress on by now. And yet, here we are.